Assalamualaikum, good morning. My name is Nurizam Rahim. I'm from Institute Science Malaysia. Today I will be presenting my conceptual paper for the Second International Conference on Economics, Education, Social Sciences and Engineering 2021. The topic of my presentation will be enhancing quality of work life via safety variables in Malaysian manufacturing industry, a conceptual framework. Before I start with the background of the study, let me brief you on the abstract of this paper. Work-related accidents and injuries continue to be the major problem in Malaysian manufacturing. The industry has made little progress in lessen deaths or serious injuries, and in the past years, the fatal injuries rate has only declined slightly, and the serious injury rate has remained unchanged according to the DIOS, Department of Occupational Safety and Health 2021. As Malaysia aspires to become a developed nation by 2020, reducing occupational accidents and injuries in one of the key employment concern is aimed to address. And employees who complete work will carry out their tasks better and show more dedication to their work and organization. Thus, organizations must take must take ahead to conquering their employees' heart while investing in a department of occupational safety and health management system aimed at avoiding and reducing placement accident on safety behaviors and incentive. Therefore, this paper will put forward on the conceptual framework to analyze the interplay between the safety climate, safety motivation, and safety behavior to improve the quality of work life in the Malaysian manufacturing industry, which will help to develop more effective safety interventions in reducing the accidents. All right, let me start with the presentation with the background of the study. Emphasizing on the industrialization is part of achieving Malaysia's long-term goal of becoming a fully developed country by 2020. And this strategy requires a large scale of investments, including new machinery, technology, as well as the equipment. Although industrialization is beneficial to the country, but it brings it with some negative impacts, such as the occurrence of industrial accident and occupational stress disease. All right, as reported, according to 2016, he reported that Malaysia is positioned as the world's top manufacturing location in the new suitability index, and the nation's manufacturing industry is an essential pillar and chief economic contributor. And these have caused not only huge economic loss, but including the loss of man days and productivity, but also pain and suffering to those who are injured. All right. As for the purpose of the study, engineers play a key role in the development of Malaysia's technological advancement. And furthermore, they are the key to wealth creation and help the nation to become an active participant in the world's economy. Because of the impact of engineers on people's life is accompanied by enormous responsibility, every engineering job should be safe and beneficial to its performance. Similarly, the new workers might encounter a higher risk of accident because they are not familiar with the workplace environment hazard. And the characteristics of the manufacturing industry is attached to its placement of great importance on production. Pressures of high performance and limited time reduce the level of safety of operation. All right, engineers set fixed goals that must be completed within a specific time. Therefore, they can cause workers to opt for shortcut and jeopardize safety. And this has caused problems to engineers in the manufacturing industry who are legally required to establish and maintain a safe work environment for each workers. And the natural hazard of the manufacturing sector is very responsive to the business cycle, especially in the mature capitalist economy. In some fields of the engineering, safety is always necessary, and in certain circumstances, engineers have a legal responsibility to ensure the safety and continue emphasis on the need for safety in dangerous environment that can create a greater source of stress that can endanger themselves. All right. Additionally, companies are working hard to increase production, and during the process, engineers ignore safety procedures while trying to achieve performance goal. And due to performance pressure and limited time, engineers might involve in risky action. And this includes shortcuts that jeopardize safety adherence and may result in mishaps. The large manufacturing industry has documented the largest amount of accidents, and this scenario would result in financial loss and non-monetary losses, such as affecting the reputation of the companies involved. Additionally, this scenario would worsen if limited research concerning engineers' well-being is conducted. Therefore, safety behaviors must be seriously addressed and promptly monitored at the workplace to prevent accident cases so that engineers are able to maintain their excellent performance and increase their well-being with a strong safety motivation. From the above discussion and an example given in the background of the study, the engineers in manufacturing sector are facing a challenge that can jeopardize their individual well-being. Therefore, to fill up the gaps in the literature, it is worth to conduct a study with the following research objective. The first one is to investigate the influence of safety climates on safety behavior among professional engineers in Malaysian manufacturing industry. Second, to investigate the influence of safety behavior in quality of life among professional engineers in Malaysian manufacturing industries. The third one is to investigate the moderating effect of safety motivations between safety climate and safety behavior among professional engineers in Malaysian manufacturing industries. All right, moving on to the conceptual framework and hypothesis. As you can see, safety climax is the independent variable, safety behavior is the mediator, quality of work life is the dependent variable, and safety motivation is the moderator. However, in this study, it won't the authors does not investigate the relationship, the role of the mediating effect of safety behavior. All right, based on the framework, the research hypothesis has been developed as follows. H1 safety climate has a significant relationship on safety behavior. Hypothesis 2, safety behavior has a significant relationship on the quality of work life. Number H3, safety motivation moderates the relationship between safety climate and safety behavior. All right, moving on to the next slide on the research instruments. Basically, there are 4 variables involved in the study. According to the and all the variables, all the items used in this study are adopted from the sources, from the reliable sources. And as for safety climate, there are 32 items. Safety behaviors, there are 6 items. Safety motivation, there are 3 items. And quality of life, there are 10 items, and the unit measurement of these measurement items in this study are 5 point, like a scale ranging from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. Moving on to the research methodology, the research design in the study is a quantitative approach. The sampling technique is purposive sampling. The unit of analysis is at the individual level. As for the sample size, the study followed the rule of thumb recommended by Hare et al. 2010. And as for data collection procedures, this study adapt self-administered questionnaire, and for the data analysis technique, the study has 2 phases. The first one is SPSS, and the second phase is Smart PLS. All right, as for the significance of the study, this study aims to present empirical evidence for the body of the knowledge on the connection between safety climate, safety behavior, and unsafe behavior. In particular, this study endeavors to shed light on perception of safety climate towards online safety behavior, and quality of work life, which has been under research within Malaysian context. And the present study also offers great value in proposing safety behavior which can be utilized to fine-tune the relationship between safety climates and the quality of work life in the Malaysian manufacturing environment. And this type of conceptual framework, if verified empirically, it will be benefits to the parties like the government and National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, companies in the manufacturing industry, and the researchers. For instance, the government, especially NIOSH, can enhance the safety and health standards in the workplace to evaluate evaluate the quality of human resources and the overall development of the nation. And the success of human resources will speed up the attainment of national goals. And as for the conclusion, the manufacturing industries can enhance the workers' quality of life via the development of safety and health at the workplace, and this could motivate workers to be more productive in raising companies' productivity, and work should be designed to provide engineers with power and control and give tasks that utilize the skill to raise satisfaction and decrease stress. Finally, the researchers might be inspired to explore more and improve the safety and health issue of any company, besides suggesting that having job resources would lead to positive psychological outcome. When more research is conducted, more solution can be found. And with that, I thank you.